ink still wet. What's colliding every set. No filter, no cue card lights. Just me, the art, and open eye. Boil it up, rated raw. Story, execution, impact. Flop, one voice, one take, no rewind. Wefobz Whirl, speak my mind.
What's happening, Wefobz Nation? We are back with another episode of Wefobz Whirl. This is Wefobz Whirl 11, and we're coming to you straight from virtual reality. Your boy Guy So Smooth is on the hook right now, co-founder of Wefobz, welcoming all of you back on this beautiful Thursday. We're a little late because due to nature, let's just say we weren't able to get anything going recently. If you guys know what happened in Hawaii, you should know. We just got hit by Hurricane Lala, I guess is what they're calling it. And yeah, your boy's network connection was not up to par. We couldn't connect, guys. We couldn't connect. So we do apologize for not being able to put out Wefobz Whirl on a Tuesday, but we had to get it out anyway. So here we are on a Thursday. Yeah. Lots to talk about, lots to look at, and lots to be about. But it's good to be back. Talofa, welcome once again. Malo soy full to all the Pacific Islanders going to be coming in. Like I said, Wefobz Whirl Nation. Wefobz Nation, we're expanding and we're actually reaching over into our niches out there in the Pacific. Get them on board. So here we are. We got a couple of live reviews we're going to do here. And as usual, after we do our live reviews and this live session is over, we cut it up, dice it up, give it to you back in a more advanced form. That's the way we do it. Keeping everything easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Before I go into the reviews for today, there's a couple of things I want to show all of you based on the updates we've been doing here at Wefobz. And it's mostly on our website. Right here. You see it right here? Right here, right here, right here. This thingy right here? Yeah. We're going to talk about it. I'm trying to get my... you like that? My avatar's arms were moving and stuff. So I'm getting up into the VTuber world, guys. It's been a minute, but you know, slowly but surely upgrading. But let's talk about the website. There's a lot of new things on our website if you haven't noticed. For example, the website itself, we have this thing called the Atlas right here. It really is called the Ancient Oceania Network. This is for all of you archaeologists, buffs, and those interested in alternative history, archaeology, in the truest sense, whatever, man. All of you, this is for you. All sites across Polynesia, Melanesia, and Micronesia listed in one place. Never been done before. Only right here on Wefobz. Go to the Wefobz website at wefobz.io. Go to the Atlas, and that's where you'll find it. The other things you can find on our website, our books created by my alter ego right here. This guy right here. This fella. He wrote 3 books, 3 ebooks already out on sale on Amazon. Okay. Better when I zoom in, my freaking vertical camera kind of goes whack. Anyhow, we've got 3 books out on Amazon Kindle exclusively if you all want to check those out. Read the first book, The King of Wandering, and then there's 2 other books after it. It's a fantasy epic that you've never seen before. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Check it out if you can. It's right here in the book section of our website. Then we got the podcast section. we just had a good run on Wefobz Podcast Season 3. If you all haven't noticed, that's right here. Click on podcast. You'll be given the playlist on YouTube to all of that. So check that out. We've got about 6 awesome guests in there. Pretty world renowned for what they do. From the Polynesian community, specifically Samoan community as well. You'll find that on our podcast tab. Over here in our projects tab, you'll find the Wefobz Whirl app. That's the thing we're going to be using today for Wefobz Whirl. All the anime right there in front of your face. Yeah. Yeah, my hands are flying all over the place. What the heck? I better lock that thing in, man. Lock it in. Hold on. Right here. We locking it in. We got to lock it in. So you'll find the Wefobz Whirl app there. But there's other things you can find. You go back here to Wefobz. You'll find a Wefobz Spotlight app. Now this app features all our guests from Season 3, in addition to anybody you think or we know is connected to the Wefobz network. All right here. Got their own specific cards. Find it right there on the Wefobz Spotlight app. And then we have the Wefobz Explorer app. This one we're going to be launching this weekend. I've been wanting to launch it. I was going to try to launch it today. But instead of launching it today, I'm doing Whirl because of, like I said, Hurricane Lala knocked out communications, knocked out internet capabilities. We weren't able to pop off a Whirl episode on Tuesday. So we had to push back this show, which is going to be Stream Surge, using the Wefobz Explorer app to another day. I'm thinking this weekend. So yeah, that show is coming back. Wefobz Stream Surge is coming back. And then over here you can find our shows. If you click over here, it'll take you to where the shows are on YouTube. We're on Wefobz Whirl 11 on YouTube, but this is actually 12 that we're doing live. And then this is the other show that I told you all is going to be coming back. We ended on episode 25 here, so episode 26 will be coming. Hopefully, like I said, this weekend. Ooh, this is my favorite part on the website. You go to the play section, and you can play 3 of our browser games right here. One's called Coconut Dash. The other one's called Coconut Stack. It's actually our version of, the jumping. There's a browser game that Google has with the T-Rex. We got our own version. Coconut Stack is our version of Tetris, and Coconut Quest is our version of, what would you say, those early day Donkey Kong games? Yeah, check those out. I would click on them to play them, but that's for a whole different reason. But you know what? We're not done. Just added this today. Wefobz Checkers, y'all. So this section, I'm going to do for Wefobz Gaming. I'm going to bring back Wefobz Gaming. I know we do PS5 games on Wefobz Gaming, but man, I love checkers. There's 3 levels: Lagoon, Reef, and Abyss. So if you are that badass at checkers, come and get your name on the top 20 list. I was able to do Lagoon and Reef. See, this computer though, the computer knows what it's doing. So if you're into checkers, this is the spot. In the future, I'll be bringing chess, but that's a whole different story. We've been upgrading, y'all. Like I said, Seki upgraded right here at Wefobz. Wefobz.io, that's where it's at. Wefobz.io. Wefobz.io. Then you got our facts section. You got our gear section right here. If you want to pick up any of the Wefobz gear, greatly helps us out. I got new designs I'm going to put down. I keep forgetting to do it, but I think the good time is to put it down this weekend also. And then if you want any of our links, you could go right here and that'll take you straight to our link tree. Everything Wefobz is found there. What more can I say? Let's get with Wefobz Whirl. This is where we wanted to be, everybody. This is where we wanted to be, right? So we're gonna do a couple of reviews today, and I'm thinking not too many. We've done 6 on Wefobz Whirl, 12. So we can do. We don't have to do that much for this one. This one we're gonna keep it short and spiffy because I know all of you are busy. But I want to always thank you all for always coming out to watch. And let's get right to it. So, where are we? Where are we? Delicious in Dungeon. The last we left off was Bow Fury, but I want to do a live review for now on this anime called Delicious in Dungeon. And let's bring that up. Where are you? Right here. Delicious in Dungeon. If any of you are not familiar with this anime, I'm going to give you my thoughts on it, and then what the crowd on the internet saying about it, and then you come and make your own decisions. You can check it out right here on Wefobz Whirl app, right here on our website. I've got everything here from the ratings to my own tidbits, links, and then what people are saying about it, the critics and everybody else. It's all right here in one place. Also, don't forget, we've got a glossary right here if you want to use the glossary to look out all the terms for Wefobz. Not Wefobz, but all the terms pertaining to this. All the terms pertaining to anime, manhwa, whatever, you name it, it can be found right here. Yep, made just for newbies and veterans alike. Wow. Good? Sounds good? Looks good? It is good. I don't know if you noticed, but the guys on mobile, I kind of did a new feature. You will see down there on that side, there's a symbol that says to flip your phone. So some of my scenes, you're gonna have to flip your phone manually. I hope it doesn't get in the way of anything, but it's a more better feature for when you want to watch Wefobz on mobile. I'm gonna be doing that feature throughout. But here we are. Let's get to the reviews. I'm talking too much, right? My bad. If you not liking it, just hit me up in the chat or drop it in the comments. Let's go. What we got? Man. You know what? To get to this one, I'm going to have to say, Oh, I just want to review it, so I'm gonna have to zoom in right there, lock it in, and then I got something special for all you all. Check this out. While I do my reviews, you guys can start watching some stuff. I got some cutaway clips for all you all. You know, we're upgrading here at all times. I like to call it optimization. Optimizing. Delicious in Dungeon. It's going to be reviewed by me. That's what I'm talking about. Created by Ryoko Kui and Studio Trigger. I got into this one through Campfire Cooking in Another World with my absurd skill. It turns out dungeon food hits just as hard. The first few episodes had me hooked. Then it hit what felt like filler drifting episodes, and my interest kind of waned for a bit, but I did push through all 24 episodes. It wasn't easy, but I did it. I'm going to give this one, personally, 6 out of 10. I mean, it's beautiful and all, but man, that part where it kind of lags off just doesn't make sense to me. Let's see what everybody else is saying. Everybody else saying, overall, they're giving it a 7.5. Wow, that's higher than my 6. So people out there saying they love the story's at 8.0, execution's at 7.0, and the impact is at 7.5 for Delicious in Dungeon. Widely praised, this is the story, mind you, widely praised for its world building. Critics point to the way the dungeon ecology and monster anatomy and cooking lore are treated with real internal logic. Sure. Execution wise, direction and craft are consistently singled out as a strength. Okay. And impact wise, landed as one of the more talked about anime of its debut season. Links right here. And what critics are saying all down here. I think you understand what that means. There's a bunch of what they're saying if you want to view on the app. You know what I think? It's just the big budget studio is able to back this one, and that's why it's got probably a high rating or anything. But that's just me. So what you all think? Delicious and Dungeon right there. Log into the app. You can comment if you join our newsletter. Just subscribe. Join our newsletter. Nothing to it. I ain't gonna hack you or anything like that, guys. And then drop some comments about what you think about this anime. Like I said, it's 6.0, but everybody over here giving it a 7.5. There's a big difference. Big difference indeed. Moving on. Let's see what we got next. The next anime I want to review is this one. I got a cheat skill in another world and became unrivaled in the real world too. That's a long, man, anime be getting some long names. Okay. Once again, I'm on your review list. Hope you like it. Let's bring up the media. All right. Okay, created by Miku, the writer, Rain Kuwashima. Is the character design. Milipensi, I hope I said that right, does the animation, and TMS Entertainment does the production. With this one, let's just say I got a cheat skill, for short. I didn't have a clue about this one when I started watching it. The title was catchy and the cover art screamed Isekai at me. My favorite category of anime next to kingdom building stories is Isekai stories, especially those with cool looking art. This one fits that description clearly. It begins with your typical main character is the loser who gets bullied, wants change, happens on a portal, and boom, otherworld action. Action sequences are awesome. When they're in the otherworld, lots of intrigue and the plot runs heavy here. But then when you jump back to the real world where he came from, it's cool at first, then it gets a little cheesy for me. The only redeeming part is when we go back to that other world. But I tell you, the artwork, did I tell you the artwork was like on point? It only has one season so far, and I'm hoping to give it a second one. Personally, I give it a 7.5 out of 10. I'm already diving into the comic on this one because I want to see what happens to the MC and how far it goes. I do recommend it. What's everybody saying on the web? Everybody is saying this thing deserves an overall 6.0. Woo! Another difference in opinion with me, huh? People are giving a story 6.5, execution 5.5, and an impact 6.0. Why B? Why B? The story leans on a familiar bullied loser. Yeah, it does. Okay. I guess that's why. Typical formula right there for Isekai anime. Let's go to execution. Milipensi's animation draws a split reaction. Fantasy world action sequence. Milipensi's. I think I said that right. I'm bobbing out here. But anyhow, they're saying the action sequences and character designs get consistent praise. Yeah, I just said that. The artwork was badass. You can read all of that for the execution. And then impact-wise, not a genre definer, but it's built enough of an audience to earn a second anime project. So there is a second anime project coming. I figured as much, man, because the way they left that first season, you need a second season, dog. Links right here. what other people saying right here on the app, Wefobz Whirl app, yo, come and get it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Let's go. And finally, the last anime we're going to review. This one's a shout out because it was recommended by one of our very own Wefobz Whirl, or should I say one of our very own from Wefobz Nation. Let me get right into it, and it's called Mr. Villain's Day Off. Let's zoom in. Yeah. Mr. Villain's Day Off. Let's throw up. Let me lock this in right here because it'll be bouncing all over the place. This was created by Yu Morikawa, Shin A Animation, and Synergy SP. One of our very own Wefobz Nation members came through with a recommendation, so you know we had to do the deep dive. Shout out. I'm going to show it right here. There she goes. Shout out to Fine Chinika One over there for recommending this anime. Fine, you are so fine. Yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we did take a deep dive into it. We did watch the anime. And gotta say. Where do I start with Mr. Villain Day Off? By the first episode, I personally was hooked in a way you all never expect, because this anime is way outside of my regular anime watch habits. I'm totally fine with that. It hit home for me because it reminded me of my bachelor days. Those of you who know if you lived the bachelor, it's mainly the guys. Not to mention the main character is low-key OCD like yours truly. It was as if I was watching a mirror of myself in anime version. That's hella freaky, but I loved it. Anime itself doesn't skimp on Japanese humor quirkiness, but it works so well here. I can see why she recommended it. Thank you, Fine. Thank you. There are lots of surprising twists that aren't too jarring in this anime. The plot heals you, if that makes any sense. It does get repetitive if you're binging it, like doing a marathon on this anime, but I enjoyed it for what I felt it was. A subtle and comical inside look at people who have a hectic life and just want peace. I've been there. I'm giving this one a 7.5 out of 10. That's with bonus points. Pretty good, pretty good. Like I said, it's not my regular anime, but it was enjoyable. Like I was watching myself. Let's see what everybody else is saying. Everybody else is saying it's got to get a 6.2 overall rating. Okay. They're saying the story deserves a 6.0. The execution goes 6.5, and the impact is 6.0. Story-wise, people were saying the premise carries the show. A villain leading an alien invasion who just wants a quiet day. I told you all that. You can read the rest of that there. Execution-wise, Shin A Animation and Synergy SP go for a minimalist approach to this anime. Yeah, I like it. It was pleasing to the eyes for me. The rest of the execution you can read there. And impact-wise, a solid comfort watch. You can say that again. That's why I gave it a 7.5. Come on now. Anyhow, the links are right here. All what other people are saying right here, all in one spot, people. I keep saying, don't sleep on this app of ours. The Wefobz Whirl app ain't something you should be sleeping on. You can comment right here just by subscribing to our newsletter. Or you can comment on whenever you're watching this, whether you're watching it live or you're watching it at home. Or you get the edited version when we start coming out with the edited version. Yeah. And there you have it. I put 3 anime on review for this session of Wefobz Whirl 12. I hope you enjoyed all of that. We're in, we're out, we're doing good. The reason why I want to keep this going is to keep the community, keep it fresh. Got a couple more shows to dish out other than World. But like I did with Wefobz Gaming, I want to make Wefobz Whirl another stable show that keeps going. If other hosts want to come on board and host, hit us up. I wouldn't mind showing you how to do the avatars, the VTuber avatars, or you could do it in your real personality. That is on you. Wefobz is open to collaborating or working with anybody who is interested in what we do, especially all of you out in the Pacifica. For the Polynesian, Melanesian, Micronesian nations, hit us up. We're here. You don't know about us? Check us out on the website, wefobz.io. I think I could bring that up. Let's go. That's our website right there. Lots of good stuff here. I pitched it earlier in the show, and I'm pitching it again. The Wefobz Whirl app right here on the projects, Wefobz Whirl app. If you still want to find those anime that we recently reviewed, I'm gonna dice this up and give it back to you in a more advanced version. But I gotta prepare for the Wefobz Stream Search show, and that's gonna be going into a couple archaeological sites, real sites that exist throughout the world here in the Pacific Islands. Your boy Guy So Smooth telling y'all, keep it cool, keep it smooth, keep it infinite, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Have a great Thursday. And I'd love to see all of you on the next live stream. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and follow button if you can. Helps us out greatly. Oh, bye. Checking you all. Let's close it out.
Yeah, we fought from a far place to the top now. Feel the rhythm, yeah. We fought from a far place. Came with a suitcase, no place to call home. Just a whisper of a dream on a brand new road I roamed. The city lights were loud, the language felt so strange. But every stumble, every lesson was a necessary change. They called me fresh off the boat, a label and a just a new beginning. A tough climb, put my spirit to the test. But I held my head up with the fire in my soul. Cause starting from the bottom is what makes a person